you.
Hello and welcome to 2024. It's 2024 already. First episode of the new year. Driver interviews with Bobby Fazio. This is the Tuesday tell-all. All right, it's Tuesday already, and I'll tell you what. I was making some moves on my own race operation this weekend. So I just got back to New Jersey right now. I was in Pennsylvania for the last couple of days. Dad and I were working on the cars. Mainly on the one car on the 67 and getting it ready for 24 stock Eliminator, baby. Can't wait. So I just got back and I had a couple of things that I wanted to talk about tonight, but I really we're just gonna throw some stuff out there and see what sticks tonight. That's all we can do. There's no racing going on, so gotta get creative, right? How's everybody doing out there? We got comments flying in already. Walt Walker, there he is. What's going on, Walt? How you doing? Happy Tuesday, buddy. Thanks for tuning in as always. Grade point Granny. Come on, Firebird. Bruce Fulper needs a grade point. Can you donate them? Can you sell them? We haven't started doing that yet, right? Dennis Chapman, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Happy New Year. Tom Baker's in the house. He's not working right now, or maybe he is. How you doing, Tom? Thanks for joining us, sir. Appreciate it. Jimmy Carter is in the house. Jimmy Carter. What a president Jimmy Carter was. I wasn't alive for it, but I've heard stories. How you doing, Jimmy Carter? Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it, buddy. Driverinterviews.com is the website. We're so close to 4,000 YouTube subscribers. So if you or a friend of yours could subscribe to the YouTube channel, I would really appreciate that. And our sponsors would as well. If you need a shirt, if you need a sticker, if you need a hat, if you need any of the above, driverinterviews.com is the website for all of that. And at Driver Interviews is the handle. Hashtag the car show. Lupe Tortilla, thank you very much for stepping up and helping us out this year. Texmex.com is their website. If you're in Texas, Austin, San Antonio, Houston mainly, Dallas, you got them all. Lupe Tortilla. And you know what? Like if you go on Google Maps and search out all those stores, you'll see that they all have basically like a 4.5 star or higher out of 5. So the food is very, very good. Drag Insights. Go to draginsights.com if you want to sign up, if you want to at least get a free account, which you should have done by now. The price is going up, guys. I just want to let everybody know. So if you want to, it hasn't gone up just yet. If you are already a premium member, you keep your $50 a year price for a couple more years, from what I've been told, I think until 2027. If you are not a member and you want to become a member, a paid premium member, you might want to sign up right now before the price goes up. If you sign up now at $50, you'll be locked in for the next 3 years. If you wait, I think until the end of this month, January, the price is going to go up to roughly $79 a year. So you might want to get locked in right now. You can lock in that price for 3 years. Fuel Factor X, increase your fuel mileage in gas or diesel engines. If you want to purchase this product, the link is in the show notes there. But you can use this in your trucks, motorhomes, generators, motorcycles, what have you. It gives you better gas mileage, which we could all use right now because fuel is very expensive. So thank you, Fuel Factor X. Don Kennedy Race Car Insurance. Don Kennedy can be reached at 602-284-6240. Insure those race cars, guys. The new year is here. You don't want anything to happen in the trailer, on the way to the track, sitting in your driveway or in your garage, or at the racetrack, in the pits, what have you. Don Kennedy can get you covered. His email address is ondonkennedy@gmail.com. Thank you, Don. PontiacEngines.com. Bruce Fulper, founder of that 428 Combo and Superstock. Hopefully he sees the track this year. We're looking forward to it. Bruce, hope you can get out there this year, buddy. Need a couple grade points. CP Carrillo Pistons. Rick Pennington at CP Carrillo. It's R Pennington at cpcarrillo.com. They just sent me a nice shirt in the mail this week for a little Christmas present. Thank you very much, Cindy. Nice flannel, limited edition. If you want to go on their website and snag yourself one, go on CP Carrillo Pistons and snag a nice, cool, limited edition flannel shirt. Total Seal Piston Rings. Excuse me. Lake Speed is my buddy there at Total Seal and Keith Jones. And I mean, if you call CP to get your pistons, call Total Seal to get your piston rings. They work hand in hand. And you want to design those around each other, guys. You don't want to mess that up. That is a very, very crucial step for ring seal and compression, right? So Lake Speed can be reached at lake@totalseal.com. Tell them I sent you. And Rob Youngblood, advancedclutches.com. Thank you, Rob Youngblood, for all of your support this year. If you want to go the stick shift route, which is 10 times more fun than the automatic route, take it from me. Rob Youngblood can get you set up. Advancedclutches.com. Tell them Bobby Fazio sent you. All right, who else is out there? We got lots of comments flying in. Perry Ford. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's, gearheads. Casey Miles, good evening and Happy New Year. Did anybody do anything fun this weekend? I had a wedding on New Year's Eve. A wedding. I never had it I never went to a wedding on New Year's Eve, but I loved it because, I mean, now that I'm a little older, I don't go out on New Year's like I used to in my 20s, but Tom's free for another week. All right. Then he's got to go back to work. I used to do what probably many of us did. You go to the clubs, you go to an overpacked, crowded, horrible place, get charged an exorbitant amount of money at the door. It might even be an open bar, which reels you in, and then you get there and there's one bartender and you have to wait 40 minutes for a drink. I've been through all of that. I did all of that in my 20s and into my early 30s. And here there's a wedding. A party is planned for me. I don't have to wait in line. It is an open bar. There's more than one bartender. The food is amazing. And you just, you put a nice generous donation in the card and you're good to go. Like a wedding on New Year's Eve is my new favorite thing. And it was a long one too, because cocktail hour started at 6:30 and we kept going until the ball dropped. After the ball dropped, they stopped serving and the wedding was over. But that was a pretty long wedding. I know mine wasn't that long. Don Kennedy, there he is. How you doing, Don? Nick Ryder's here. He's listening. Darian Houston. What's up, Darian? Hope you're all having a happy new year, a good new year. I am, and I hope you are as well. We're 2 days in, and let's hope that it's better than 2023. Brian Zenson, what's up, Brian? How you doing, buddy? Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. Walter Gamble, how you doing, Walt? How are you, buddy? Hey, dude, happy new year. What's up, Glenn Briglio? Master Engine Builder. How you doing, Glenn? Tom Gent is in the house. Tom Gent, another, I would say, on the down low master engine builder. Doesn't really brag about his accomplishments all too much. All right, we got all kinds of good, skilled people listening in today. I got some news here. Well, we had some tragic news. Another legend, man. Another legend passes. Roland Leong, the Hawaiian. I mean, that guy... He and Don Perdome, staples in the NHRA drag racing world, in the funny car world, we should say, in the top fuel ranks. But, passed away a couple days ago. Actually, that's another big one. We had Don Schumacher recently. We had, Paula Murphy. We've had a lot of tragic passings in 2023. And this is no different here. Roland Leong passed away recently. Age, I forget what the age was. I don't even know. Like I said, I was driving back today and didn't get enough time to put together some crucial notes like that. But I remember seeing his cars ever since I was a little kid. And I know most of the people that we race with are older than I am. And they've been seeing him around as a team owner, as a tuner, as a business partner for many, many years. So he will be sadly missed. I don't know, man. This is a scary thing that NHRA has got to be thinking about. These legends, man. How much longer do we have them? I mean, Don Garlits, how old is he? About 93 years old, something like that. How much longer are they going to be around? Hopefully forever. But it's where is this all heading? And that's the whole point of this podcast is to revitalize at least the classes that we run, stock and super stock, and get young people to enjoy it, get middle-aged people to enjoy it, get everybody to enjoy it, right? So it stays around for a long time. That's the goal. That's the goal here. Tim Barrett, what's up? How you doing, Linda and Tim Barrett? Happy New Year. Scott Cat, what's going on? Listening and learning in Michigan. And then Dave Cat, hello from cold mid-Michigan Motorplex. How you doing, guys? Mike Sheehan, good evening from Michigan. We got a couple of Michigans in here. Casey Miles, I dealt Texas Hold'em at the Boca Resort. Wow, on New Year's for people who have more money than brains. Oh man, you should have let me know. I would have tried to come in and we could have put something together there, Casey. You know, give me the eye, give me the nod, give me the whatever. And I'll know when to hold them, when to fold them. Yep, we got you. Oh man, I think let me admit something. You know, so, nah, never mind. I won't. But when I was in high school, a buddy of mine and I we put together a little. Uh, I'm ashamed to admit it now, but we put together a little. Well, it was against these older guys that used to take our money all the time and beat us at poker. So, my buddy and I, we put together a little AC Deucey trick. I don't know if anybody ever played that game, but he was the dealer and I was playing. And we just had like a little signal, I guess you would say. And I knew when to hit it hard and when to not. And back then, a big bet was like $5. We were in high school making $5.65 an hour at the supermarket. Happy New Year, Ennett Morris. How you doing, buddy? Pete Ducko, there he is. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. All right. What else? Well, we got some more, sad news, I guess, in Division 1 here. Dave Lay has retired from running his longtime East Coast Stock Superstock Association. So we do not have an association here in Division 1 any longer unless somebody picks it up and takes it over. Excuse me. So sad news that association was always run at ATCO Dragway, which of course ATCO is no longer in existence. I'm not giving up hope. I'm hoping that someday ATCO and maybe even Englishtown can come back. So if we make drag racing, really, really great again, maybe these tracks can open back up. Maybe if we get a little bit of this, inflation down, maybe a thriving economy. I don't know. I don't really understand. I'm afraid of where the world is headed at this time, but maybe good things could happen in the future. Hey, look at Firebird Raceway there, Phoenix. That's coming back in full force. So things aren't all down in the dumps. We'll see. Maybe some good stuff can happen. Get NHRA to put some racer cars in stock at Superstock. I think they might have to be honest with you. If you want to get some of the youngers in there, you gotta put some of those cars in there. Put some of them rotary engines in there. I think that might get some more. At least try it out in stock Eliminator. Would be great if someone would pick up Dave's races at Maple Grove. It would be. Maybe I don't know. Maybe we could figure something out. I know nothing about hosting events, but if anybody else does and they want me to try and pump it up for them, let me know. Don, you have lost your mind. Don lost his mind a long time ago. Foreign cars versus US. Yeah, I think that's. I think it's great. And if you have a good, good announcer that can talk that kind of stuff up, I think it's great. Which brings me to another little topic here. So we all know that NHRA created some new classes in stock and stock only. I'm sorry, not in super stock only. So we got factory stock AAA. Which is a 5-pound weight break. We've got AAA stock and AAA stock automatic, and they are 7-pound weight breaks. I do not know why. I think it's for the real high horsepower combos that are rated at like 450 or 400 and something horsepower. But after reading the comments on Class Racer, I think it's pretty obvious that those combos were super stock only combos when they came out, right? I saw people talking about the 65 race only like Hemi Coronets or like those cars. They were super stock. I think for Thunderbolt, those special production runs that they used to have were all super stock only, but some of them have been allowed to run in stock. But some of them haven't, 68, like Hemi Cudas and Darts. They're not allowed to run in stock. They're super stock only. But the ZL1 Camaro 69 Camaro with the 427? Were they super stock only, or were they street production? Somebody let me know that. But are there super stock only combos that I probably missed that are running in stock? And should they be allowed to? Let me know what you guys think about that. Because I'm not a fan of creating more classes. If anything, I want less classes. I want to get rid of some classes. I would like for the factory cars to be. I don't like factory stock. I want them to be in A, B, C. I want them to be in stock, and same with super stock. I don't like factory super stock, and then you throw factory GT in there, and then you put in traditional super stock, and then traditional GT, and then you've got modified, and then you've got modified stock. There's so many classes. I would rather cut down on classes, increase the chances of heads up runs. That helps the AHFS finally work. That also is easier to understand for the novice spectator when the runs are heads up. But I'm sure what I'm saying is probably flawed. I don't. Let me check real quick what the weight breaks are in factory stock. So in factory stock, AA is 5.5, and then AAA stock is 7. So you need those. Yeah, all right. So it sounds like we have to have factory stock, AAA, AA, and A until we get to factory stock C, which is a 7-pound weight break. So factory stock C and AAA stock both have the 7-pound weight break. I mean, maybe from there you could just get rid of factory stock C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, and L. You could eliminate all those classes and just put them into regular stock eliminator. They got the same weight breaks. Let them have it out. New versus old, heads up. I mean, who wouldn't love that? But the factory cars got to get factored, properly. Are they factored properly? It sounds like some of them are getting hit lately because some of the racers have been going fast with them. So I for one would rather there be less classes. I'm just saying. I know everybody else's favorite. Well, not everybody else's, but I think that's way more impactful than combining sticks and autos because there just aren't that many sticks out there to make that worthwhile. Maybe more in stock, but there just really aren't that many in super stock. And sticks and autos are already combined in the modified ranks. Sticks and autos are not combined in GT and traditional super stock, and sticks and autos are not combined in traditional stock, but they are combined in factory stock. So they're already combined in some classes, and they aren't combined in some other classes. And the classes that they are not combined in right now, I don't think it would be that impactful if you did combine them. But if you want to, just figure out what index we're going to run. I always use mine as an example. Superstock L, I have 1125 index. Superstock L automatic is 1145 index. If you want to combine me with L automatic and give me an 1145 index, I will do that all day, every day. Sign me up. Let's do it right now. Okay? Because my index sucks. I don't even know where they got it. All right. Let's see. Oh, we already got that one done. There he is. Don, what's going on, buddy? Fast and Furious was a hit. Maybe it could be a good thing. A lot of groups are allowing cars like these to run with them. Yeah, I definitely think it is needed. It is definitely needed. Maybe even in comp eliminator. Some of them fast rotary cars that you see at those import races, Pan American Nationals, get them in comp because I mean, it looks to me like comp is struggling a little bit for car counts, and maybe that could help. Happy New Year. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Shane. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, why didn't I cover the no prep at Maple Grove? I wasn't there. Did anybody go to Maple Grove this weekend on the 30th? They had racing. It was a whopping like 46 degrees out. I saw on Facebook like the second pair down the track, I don't know, either hit the wall or broke something. So I guess things started out a little shaky, but turned out that it went well. Were there any eliminations? Was it test and tune all day? Pete, let me know what they did there. I wasn't going to go to a no prep with a stalker on a 46-degree day, but I would be curious to see how fast it would go if I could get it to hook. Might have gotten it to hook. I never have any problem getting my my stalker to hook. That's for sure. All right, what else we got going on here? So let me know what you think about those classes getting. I mean, if the traditional stock weight break now, AAA stock starts at 7 pounds and factory stock C starts at 7 pounds, can we just do away with factory stock C all the way down to factory stock L and just put them into regular stock and let them run against the new and olds run against each other, and then you just keep factory stock AAA and AA and single A and B. So you have all those really high weight breaks, if you will. Okay, the $30,000 to win race in Bradenton is sneaking up on us. Today's January 2nd. That race starts February 8th. Who's going? Is anybody going? Whether it be a spectator or a racer? I mean, I kind of have like a mental checklist of racers that look like they were invited. I have about 10 racers that it looks like were invited, but I'm thinking there's got to be 64 of them, right? 32 in stock, 32 in super stock. So if anybody knows who else is invited, I don't know if it's still a secret, if people are just trying to decide if they want to go, but I would love for there to be a list released. I would love to run stats on all the racers that are going to be involved. We could put together all kinds of fun stuff with that. Maybe we can put together an odds board. We could put together, maybe we could do some friendly wagering for tokens, if you will. Let me know what you guys think of that. Sorry, guys. I think I'm coming down with something. I got through PRI without getting sick. I got through Christmas without getting sick, but I don't know. Last 2 days I woke up, I got a little bit of an itchy throat and congestion. What is the NHRA thinking running an 80-mile-an-hour car against a 160-mile-an-hour car? If there is an incident with an 80-mile-an-hour car, the driver doesn't even need a helmet. The driver doesn't even need a helmet. Gets hit by a 160 car with full safety equipment. Yeah, that's going to be a deadly situation there. On a positive note, the Stick Shift Nationals is back at Farmington Dragway June 14 and 15. The purse was $10K last year. Unknown what it will be this year. Ooh, baby. All right, I'm going to try to get to that Farmington Dragway, and there's also the Galat Division 2 race that same weekend there. Brother Dave and I are going as spectators down to Bradenton. All right, as you know, I will be there. Free entry. That is the coolest thing ever. Thank you, Darian, for reminding me of that. Free entry to the stick shift race, 10K to win. Wow. Oh, it's amazing. I don't know if I'll have something ready by then because all of my efforts have been focused on my stalker right now, and 289 build has totally been put on hold, but maybe something by then. Don't understand why NHRA can add these new AAA classes and not place other newer combos in the guide, such as the V6 newer Mustangs, Camaros, Challengers, PPV, Chevy Caprices, and the new Chevy SS, etc. Yeah, why aren't there? There should definitely be there. That's a great way to get people into class racing cheap. Okay, the 6-cylinder combo should definitely be in there. I thought there was a guy running one, a blue Mustang, in stock Eliminator this year. I saw him at Cecil County. I can't remember what class he was running. But he was under the index, and it looked like he drove the car in like off the street. So that to me, we start getting combos like that back in stock Eliminator, that'd be really good for it. Really good for stock Eliminator, because you know how it is. Most of the combos that we're running now, if you want to be up high in the alphabet, you're spending a lot of money. I think it's a great thing to get in a slow car cheaply and get chased. I think you really, there are some good drivers out there that have run fast cars their whole lives and they chase people down. I think you become a very, very well-rounded, all-around racer when you get chased for the first, couple years of your life. It really heightens your awareness going down the track. You learn how to drive with your head on a swivel. I think it is a very, very useful tool when you can learn how to drive a slow car down there and judge the stripe. Because then once you get in a fast car and you start chasing everybody, judging the stripe is a hell of a lot easier. So I don't know. Have you written NHRA and asked them to put those in the guide? I think that should be brought up at the next SRAC meeting. Let's start bringing other things up at these meetings that could be useful, right? All right. Wasn't Performance Welding guy running a 6-cylinder Mustang? Was that who it was, Tom? I don't know. Maybe. M Stock Automatic, Steve Stickle, no relation to me. M Stock Automatic, Steve Stickle. Stickle. He's singular, he's not plural. Oh, out in California, Performance Welding. Yeah, right. That's the guy that did my collectors. I don't know, Tom. I'm thinking about the guy that was at Cecil County with the blue. I swore it was a blue. He might have been at Lebanon Valley. Blue Mustang, and I thought it was a 6-cylinder. Peter Stickles running new 4-cylinder turbo Mustang. All right, that sounds fun. Well, there you go. I got to go in the guide and take a look and see what's in there and what's not, and see if I got to take some time one day if I can spot some good cheap combos. All right, oh, I got you. All right, it's not Peter Stickles, it's Steve Stickle. Thank you, Tim and Glenn. All right, Peter Stickles is Tim Stickles' father. He is not the driver. You are not the father. No, I'm just kidding. Steve Stickle is the one driving the Mustang. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Glenn. And thanks for confusing me, Tom Baker. Like always. Casey Miles, when we raced at West Hampton back in the day, we had one dial in for the day. Really learned to drive the stripe. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. That's all right, Glenn. Tim or Glenn or Tom or anybody. What year was that Mustang? And was that it was a 4-cylinder turbo Mustang. Okay, so it wasn't any kind of 6-cylinder anything. But what year was that? Was that a recent, like 20, 21, 22, 20, 19? What was it? Anybody know the combo? So I can look it up in the guide. Let me know. All right. Anyways, yeah, the 30K in Bradenton. Let me know if anybody knows who's going, who's racing in it, who's been called up and assigned or invited. I have not been. I wasn't really expecting to be, but I want to run some stats on them. And I kind of, for this event, as much as I love driving, don't get me wrong, I am looking forward to being at this event and getting coverage, content, going live, maybe doing a live show from down there. And if anybody else is down there and wants to join me with that, I'm all, I'm like all ears. Let me know. I said this last week. I'm going to say it again this week. I spoke to NHRA about national records. They won't put them back in the National Dragster. Their argument was first that they can't go over 245 pages, I think it is. And the last episode had 242 pages in it. Last issue. Did I say last episode? Sorry. Then they said they don't. By the time they get it in, the record could be changed, and then the next person, should have been in. I don't know. All I know is I asked about then advertising and putting it in there ourselves. The price is astronomical for a full page in National Dragster. I really don't think it's worth the money. If we want to crowdfund that, I'll go back to them and start asking about maybe doing something quarterly or semi-annually. I don't think that's enough, though, because the records could change multiple times before you would get your name in the dragster. So at the very least, I have asked Alicia Anderson, founder of Drag Insights, to I'm going to put the records on Drag Insights. I want her to put the records on Drag Insights. At least get your names on there. You'll already be on NHRA's website. I think records on Drag Insights, they just need to be on there anyway. And who knows, if you set a record, let me know for sure so I can shout your name out on here, get your name on Drag Insights, and send you a little care package as well. I want you to be rewarded for setting a record. And at the very least, I can't give you grade points. I can't give you actual points, and I can't give you like money yet, but I'll be happy to get you, something else, maybe a shirt, a hat, some kind of care package that I can throw together for you. And I could probably talk Alicia into giving you something, maybe some kind of membership extension with Drag Insights. She's very generous and she's always open to any suggestions that I might have. But I want you to get noticed for setting records, and I want people to be enticed to set records. And I don't want them to get penalized on AHFS for setting records either, because, as much as I would like, I want the AHFS to work, but I don't want it to scare people from setting records. This is a performance-based class, right? The AHFS has, it has its time and its place. But on a record run, if you put the R on the window, I don't think it should count towards AHFS. And we're going to get more into that, by the way, because Mike Cotton actually had some good ideas with that. So he and I were going back and forth on what, maybe how we could get people to set records but make them not really, make it not hurt the AHFS. But we need to discuss those ideas a little further, because he was thinking they should be at events where there's class eliminations, and he was thinking that everybody runs class at divisionals. And I said, no, in D1 we run them at nationals. We run stock or super stock at New England, and then we run stock or super stock at Maple Grove. Nationals only. We don't run any at divisionals, which I prefer. I'm glad that we do it at nationals. I don't want to do it at divisionals. I hate the Baby Gators class runoffs. I mean, it's really cool because there's a lot of cars, but it's just, it's in front of nobody, and nobody's going to pay contingency to class winners, or it's not really going to increase if there aren't our eyeballs watching, right? And that's the whole point. We need to get crowds watching, and then from there, advertisement dollars come in. That's what contingency is, much to the, ignorance of some people on the forums that just say, well, we need more contingency money. Well, that just doesn't come off of a tree. Contingency is advertising dollars. Advertising requires, a market of people looking at the item that is trying to be advertised. And if nobody is watching us race, who is going to pay advertisement sticker dollars to any racer who is not getting their sticker seen by anybody? All right. Econ 101. Oh, goodness. All right. Anyways, I went off on 3 tangents there. I don't even remember what the first one was all about. I'd have to ask. It's been the last couple of years. Thanks, Tom. Yeah, 20 teens or newer. Sounds good. Carolina Classic Modified Production class is also another hot one starting up again this year. True, correct, modified production. Eliminator style racing in the Carolinas. It's a real neat deal. All right. Darian, if you want to post the schedule on that, maybe some rules on that, let us know. I'll share it. But that sounds pretty cool. How about putting the modified guys from super stock to comp with the same index? Hey, Walter, I'm all for it. Anything that gets those modified cars out of super stock. No, I'm just kidding. I modify some of the modified cars are cool. Like we got the Alcoholer over in D1. That car is super cool, and that was definitely a modified car. Robbie Drone's Corvette. I like the modified cars. I just hate racing against them. They're tough to beat. Jeff Tripp's modified car. But yeah, Walter, if they were allowed to carry that index over to comp, I guess that would entice them to go run comp. I mean, running comp is cool. You get premier parking. You get money I think you get money just for qualifying, don't you? So it's pretty cool. You have a schedule. Like when they say you're running eliminations Friday at 1:00, I think that's like set in stone. It's not like you don't get like pushed around too much, I don't think. So there are perks to running comp. NHRA could print 1 page instead of 2 for divisional coverage. I think they're already printing 1 for divisional coverage, aren't they? I don't know. Head over to the PSPA. Brad posted the schedule and the rules recently. All right. Share us the link, please. Appreciate that. Okay. There was an SRAC meeting last week. Not too much happened. And we're not really, we don't really talk about that kind of stuff on here. I'm just letting you know that not too much happened. So there's really nothing to talk about anyway. But if you have concerns and you want to get on the mailing list, you have to find your rep. In Division 1, it's Marty Reinhardt. If you need his email address and you want to get signed up, you have to be an active racer in stock or super stock. Let me know or post a comment there and we can get you his email address. There are talks of a Class Racer National making a resurgence at New Media Dragway in July. That is Kenny Mealy, the owner, founder of ClassRacer.com. And Tim Fletcher is his partner with that deal. Would you support it? Would you be there? It sounds like it would be the same weekend as the Divisional and Open. It sounds like Division 1 is running, the Divisional at New Media July 25th and 26th, which is a Thursday and Friday. And then they're going to run the Open on Saturday and Sunday, it sounds like. So Divisional first, then Open. Last year, it was Open first, then Divisional. And many people skipped the Open and waited for the Divisional. Some people don't want to put runs on their cars at an Open unless they need the grade point. This 10K or 5K, I don't know, I think it's 5K in the past, would be on Wednesday before the Thursday Friday divisional. So let me know what you think. If it's a good idea, if you would participate in it, I'm sure Ken and Tim Fletcher would be happy to hear what you have to say about it. But I think if you're already going to be up there on Thursday and Friday, feel like taking the extra day off on Wednesday to try and win some extra money, it might be worthwhile doing. For me, I don't know. It's hard when the race is already starting on Thursday and Friday. You got to take off of work. So if you can take off of work and do it, that's cool. If you can't take off of work and do it, then you can't do it. Okay, the blueprint and combo updates were on NHRAracer.com. Make sure you get in there and check that out. Tomorrow is the Gainesville Gatornationals 2024 Gatornationals. Entry list opens for grade 8 racers, sportsman racers. So let's see how fast this is going to fill up. How many cars are there going to be in stock and super stocks? Anybody know that yet? Is that is that public knowledge yet or not? Or do we find out tomorrow when the list opens up? And what's the over under on stock and super stock filling? I think last year stock filled in like 3 minutes and super stock filled in like, I don't know, 10 minutes maybe. I was fortunate enough to get in stock last year. I'll see if I can get in this year. It's just, I wish they would open that list up a little bit. I don't think Super Street's going to be there. There's not going to be any Super Street this year, so maybe a couple more stock and super stock cars. Who knows? I really wish they would run class at the Gatornationals, but they don't. They run it at the Baby Gators. Maybe I wish they would like run stock at Baby Gators and super stock at Gator. Like switch it off every year. Get one of them to run class at the national event. I think would be cool on Friday. That's the way we did it when I was there in 2015 and 16. We ran class on Friday. We finished the race on Sunday at 4:00. And in 2016, it rained all weekend, and we ran the entire race on Sunday and finished the entire race from round 1 to round 7 by Sunday at 5:00. So it was still daylight out. I was changing the transmission with my dad out in the pits, and they were done racing before we finished, and it was still light out. So I think the more we can get these runoffs in front of the crowd, national event crowds, we got to take advantage of national event crowds, the better, right? Might help us get some more contingency sponsors to come back. What do you got there, Tim? ASRA. Man, that's a big comment. It's covering my face. Stock Super Stock race 6 races a year, 3 at New England Dragway and 3 at Lebanon Valley Dragway. Those missing Dave Lay's races are welcome to attend any of these races. Also, Coastal Carolina class racers Stock Super Stock Association has 8+ races throughout the year. Wow. Fun times and great payouts. Better than NHRA pays. People should support these races. You do not have to be a member to attend. All right, interesting to know. When you get those schedules, Tim or anybody else, let me know. I can share them. I'm happy to share association schedules on my Facebook page. Steve DeLucia, what's going on, Steve? Looking forward to going to a few more races. All right. Recently retired. So maybe you can start traveling with me, Steve. Come down to Florida. What else? I had something on my mind with the Gainesville race there. Oh, all right. Just another like little idea here, and then we'll probably get out of here. Making certain national events like special events. What do you think? Bringing back some of the old school stuff, like running class and having to win class to run the Eliminator, or just running the Eliminator on Thursday, Friday, and running class on Saturday, Sunday, like something like that. Or running qualifying Thursday, running the Eliminator on Friday. I don't know if you could do the whole thing on Friday, especially with the pros running, and then running class to end the weekend at like 1 or 2 or like some certain events throughout the year. I think running class heads up in front of the crowd on Saturday and Sunday would be really cool, and it would definitely generate some money, because if sponsors find out that we are doing that in front of the big crowd, they might be willing to throw in some contingency money. And it's still, I mean, that's not going to affect the NHRA payout because the NHRA payout hasn't changed in like 20 years, right? You're still going to get 1,800 to win, and I guess regular contingency money for winning super stock, and I think you get what 1,500 to win stock because they still consider stock like the entry level novice class, which is silly to me. But you get 1,500 to win stock and 1,800 to win super stock at a national event, and you get 10 grand to win the world championship in stock, but you get 15 grand to win it in super stock, which is also kind of like a slap in the face for stock racers because it is like anything but entry level at this point. Anyways, I just think that would be really cool. I just want to see heads up racing in front of the crowd. Hey, Tabitha, how are you doing? Speaking of that Carolina Class Racers Association, I think Tabitha is heavily involved in that. I doubt Tex will be teching on Sunday nights. Great idea, though. I guess they used to back in the day, right? When they used to tear down on Sundays back in the day. Nobody cared that much back then. Like people would race all weekend. They'd drive home Sunday night and get to work Monday morning somehow. Nowadays, people are like, I want to finish on Saturday. I want to be driving home Sunday morning. I want to get there on like Wednesday and be home by Saturday night. Like, why? Why don't we just get there on Friday and finish on Sunday night? I'm all for that. I've been saying it for years. I don't know why we have 4-day national events anymore. I don't even think we need them. The Keystone Nationals in Maple Grove is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We get 3 qualifying sessions on Thursday. That's really cool. And then we run first round on Friday. They gave us a 4th qualifying session on Friday 2 years ago. I don't know. I don't think we need to be there. I think we could qualify Friday, run 2 rounds Saturday, and then the remaining 4 rounds on Sunday. I don't see anything wrong with that. Once you run 2, there's 60 cars. After 2 rounds on Friday, there's 15 cars left. To run 15 cars, then 8 cars, then 4 cars, then 2 cars, it can't be that much time. I really don't see why we can't do that and get more stage time. You'll get stage time on Saturday. They'll probably run that first round Saturday morning like they always do while people are parking out there. But that second round on Saturday would have some more people in the stands. And then Sunday, that first round, probably again, maybe not so many, but then the crowd Sunday would be there in their seats for the remaining 3 rounds. I'm all for it, but you know what? I don't run racetracks. I don't run these kinds of schedules. I would just like for somebody to tell me why that doesn't work, and why we can't get more stage time, and why not maybe we don't shuffle the schedule around. I mean, since I've been racing, it seems like stock goes out there first in the morning. Then what? Super comp, then super stock, then super gas. If super street's there, they're mixed in up there with stock and super street, and then the same goes, for the rest of that schedule. Shake things up. Let's run a couple other classes, first or second or third. Draw, randomize it, or take a survey of everybody coming in the track and see what classes they want to watch. See which classes have entertainment value and which don't. The ones that have less entertainment value, run them early. The ones that have more entertainment value, run them later. So I don't know. It's an entertainment venue. And if you're an entertainment venue, you want to be entertaining as best you can and as efficiently as you can. So those things don't cost you any money. I would do things like that to try and entertain my customers. All right. Sean Conway, how you doing? Happy New Year, buddy. Racers should be thinking about GPS system for car theft and TPMS for the trailer tires. Just a heads up. Yes, Casey, you were telling me about one of those last year. Remind me what that is so we can look into that. Post it in the comments. Especially your car, Casey. Your car is worth a pretty penny. I hope you got some security tracking that thing and or insurance on it. 3-day nationals, yes, right, for the working man and woman. Did the links for the schedules come through? Let me know so we can get them out there. I don't know. I did not see any. But try it again. Terry and Keith Bennett, Gators regulars, baby Gators regulars. How you doing, Terry and Keith? Got that 69 Camaro, a stick car. Thing is beautiful. Love it. Denise Houston, how you doing? Happy New Year's to you as well. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. All right. I think I covered everything I wanted to cover tonight. Is there anything else? Let me know. Let me know quickly. Randy Lynn Butner, her interview is getting edited. I was looking for some like she said she raced juniors and stuff. I wanted to get some old school pictures. She's friends with the Glidden family. I wanted to get some things to put into the interview. So if anybody can reach out to her and tell her to send me some, I would appreciate that. I hope you all enjoyed Richie Pauly's interview. And I still have the interview that myself, Mark Sargenti, and my wife did on that 65 Mustang that I drove all year. So I got to get around to finish the editing on those. I am trying to get better each day. I've been taking a film class the last couple weeks to try and learn more about editing, to try and learn more about lighting and sound and all of that stuff. So I want you guys to know that I'm trying to make this better and better every year. And I owe that to my sponsors that are, contributing to this program. I really appreciate it. All right, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. And I will see everybody in a couple weeks at Bradenton, whoever's going to be there. And good luck tomorrow for the grade 8s that are trying to get into Gainesville. All right, guys, enjoy your week. Happy New Year. And thanks for tuning in for episode 1 of the 2024 year Tuesday Tell All. Have a good week, everybody. Stay safe. Be careful out there. Stay warm.